Good morning. Welcome to Your Agenda, the program that prioritizes your agendas, your concerns, your topics, and is for your itinerary, etc., etc. And I'm your host, Cito Beltran, thanking you for letting me into your bedrooms, into your living rooms, into your offices to join us today. And today is May 15, 2023. It's Monday. It's muggy. But from the looks of it, based on the reflections on the roof around me, I think it's going to be a sunny day. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be hot. So please make sure you stay cool, wear light clothes, and wear light colors, okay? Kasi may nakikita pa rin ako mga naka-dark colors. And please, if you come by or pass by those security guards who are wearing long sleeve blue uniforms, please, bigyan nyo naman ng maiinom or at least give them a smile. Their life is tough and let's be nice to them. Give them a better day. Okay, so it's Monday, May 15, 2023. Thank you for being subscribers of Cignal TV, for watching Agenda and One News on channels 8 and 250. And of course, thank you for those of you who watch us via Facebook and on YouTube. Okay, lalagay nyo lang naman dun One News or hanapin din nyo yung Agenda. Okay, because some friends medyo pag hindi lumabas kagad, ayaw na. Medyo masyadong immediate ang gustong satisfaction. Okay, let's go to our daily starter today. But before that, thank you to PLDT for their home fiber optic internet, okay, which helps us stay on air, stay connected, whether we go to Baguio, La Union, whether we go to Cebu, whether we go to Batangas. Maraming salamat po, PLDT. Let's go to our daily starter, and please give a listen. It is from Paulo Coelho, the author, and he goes, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Whatever it is, whether it's something that you bought, like a car, you bought on installment, or it's a job, or it's whatever it is, if it takes away your peace of mind, kunyari may pinasok kayong deal, meron kayong pinasok na kontrata, etc. If it costs you your peace, na wala ka ng katahimikan, hindi ka matahimik, you can't find a good night's sleep because you're up nights thinking about how to finish it, how to get through it. It's too expensive, let it go. And in case you're wondering, pwede ba yun? Ladies and gentlemen, I have found myself, usapang kotse lang, and in my past life, I used to be a car restorer. And I have had certain instances where I got cars, I bought cars, and it gave me no peace. Kahit na installment pa, dahil hindi ako sanay umutang, ayokong may utang, hindi ako matahimik, and I let go. Okay? There are relationships that give you no peace. Okay? Maganda nga, sexy nga, guwapo nga, butangero naman, pintasero. Wag na lang. Okay? So, if it costs you your peace, it is too expensive, let it go and go to God. Okay, so let's now go to the front page of the Philippine Star, May 15, 2023, Monday. The headline is 2,000 peso fertilizer eyed by the Department of Agriculture overpriced. Okay, nagtatanong ang headline ng Philippine Star, hindi kaya overpriced ang fertilizer na balak bilhin ng Department of Agriculture. The Department of Agriculture has come under fire after a farmers group revealed that the biofertilizer being pushed by the Department of Agriculture for distribution is overpriced at 2,000 pesos per bag as the University of the Philippines Los Baños or UPLB offers it only at 500 per bag. 1,500 lang naman ang patong ng mga demonyo. Okay? Ayan na. And this should give all our viewers, listeners, cause for concern. You should first pray for those in power because it seems that there are really powers and forces that are trying to make money and get into business by getting into government. And this is just a sampling na tinira na ng sinag, if I'm not mistaken. The pricing difference was raised by the sinag or samahang na industriya na sa agrikultura, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, the top of the front page, PCG marks WPS territory with navigational buoys. The Philippine Coast Guard has started putting up navigational buoys. Kumbaga ano ano ba tawag nila doon sa tawag sa Tagalog, okay? Buya, okay? They have started putting up buoys or buyas to mark our exclusive economic zone and maritime territory. So, ang tanong, gaano katagal bago nakawin, tanggalin, kaladkarin ng mga Chinese forces yung buya na yan. Okay. Meanwhile, heat index hits dangerous level in 14 areas according to Pag-asa. At least 14 areas experienced danger heat index on Saturday ranging from 42 to 46 degrees Celsius according to the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Pag-asa. Okay, so yun po, no? Nanguna na, ahead of the pack was Butuan City in Agusan and Zamboanga City with 45 degrees Celsius and Dagupan City, Davao City, etc., etc. So please be careful. It's getting hotter and hotter and it's not going to get better, at least not this month. Okay. Meanwhile, that beautiful photo on the upper right of the Philippine Star, beautiful kasi beauty queen okay? Beauty queen's daughter wins Miss Universe Philippines. Pang Philippines pa lang. Like mother, like daughter, Michelle Marquez D waves to the crowd after winning the Miss Universe Philippines crown at the SM Mall of Asia in Pasay City on Saturday night. She is the daughter of former Miss International Melanie Marquez. Ayan, okay, big shoes to fill because bukod tangi yung Melanie Marquez in her heyday. Okay, onions should be no more than 140 a kilo. Okay? Farmers Group, Samahang Industriya ng Agrikultura or SINAG, said the retail price of onions is overpriced at 200 per kilo as traders only bought the bulbs from farmers at 60 pesos per kilo during harvest season. Okay. According to Sinag President Rosendo buset, ito talaga dila ko. Okay, that the retail price of onion should only range between 130 and 140 per kilo. Ayan po. Another form of holdapan in our agriculture sector. The DA is overpricing by 1.5 per kilo sa fertilizer daw, and the traders who buy from the farmers at 60 are selling it at 200. 200 baga. Medyo hold up ang blues talaga. Ayan. That's what happens when the Secretary of Agriculture is acting more like the Foreign Affairs Secretary. Sorry, no holds bar. Secretary of Agriculture in absentia. Okay, UAAP volleyball champs, the LaSalle Lady Archers are back after 5 years of being out of the contention or out of the championship. The LaSalle Lady Spikers are back, ending a 5-year drought and won against the University Lady Bulldogs. Okay. COVID positivity rate hits 23.6%. The nationwide COVID-19 positivity rate is at 23.6%. Okay, according to Octa Fellow Guido David, the project was at 1,800 to 2,000 new cases. Anyway, ayan po, matagal na naman natin sinasabi, this month and last month, pataas na po ng pataas yung COVID positivity and number of cases. So kami po, nung lumabas tayo this weekend, we tried as much as possible to wear a mask because mahirap na. Sayang ang araw kung nakakulong ka lagi sa kwarto. Meanwhile, last two pieces of news, GCash working with NPC, BSP after phishing try. Okay, mobile payment service GCash has been constantly coordinating with authorities and regulatory bodies like the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and National Privacy Commission in providing necessary information required of the e-wallet application. Anyway, mamaya po pag-uusapan natin yan with our guest this morning and we will try to find out kasi yan yung sinasabi nating pride comes before the fall. Pag ang mga kumpanya masyadong riding high sa kanilang success at hindi pinag-abalahan or pinag-ukulan yung maaaring maging problema, ay mamumroblema talaga kayo. And let's end our front page news with good news. Sunday Gold Rush Tokyo Olympics boxing silver medalist Nesty Petesio and Carlo Paalam stamped their class and led an explosive Sunday assault by Philippine athletes at the 32nd Southeast Asian Games in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Yesterday at left, weightlifter Elrin Ando registers new marks in winning the gold in women's under 52 kilogram. Okay, yan po ang ating mga balita. That's our news for the day from the front page of the Philippine Star. And now we go to our next guest. I believe, I don't think we do have a video because medyo biglaan po ito. Our first guest for this morning is none other than Mr. Alex Ramos. He is the Executive Director of the Cybercrime Investigation and Coordination Center of the DICT. We will be speaking with him via phone, on the phone, because he is currently mobile. So if you would, Gabriel, let's connect Mr. Ramos. Sir, good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Cito.
Okay, thank you for making time. I hope you are not driving. Tabi mo muna, boss, at baka mahuli ka. Ako magbabayad ng multa. Anyway,
Okay naman
Sir,
to.
Sir Alex, could you give us an update on what's happening with the GCash? Kasi marami sa amin gumagamit ng GCash, and over the weekend, talagang so many people were asking me about it, talking to me about it, and people are now worried about using it.
Well, as far as yung GCash incident, no, last week, as the moment na nangyari to, we started receiving complaints. Kinumpile na namin ito. And then outright, we communicated with the GCash to provide us additional info na hindi namin makuha doon sa mga complainants. Unfortunately, hindi sila mabilis nakapag-coordinate agad. No? Although last Friday, they finally appeared before us, no? Together with our co-agency, si NTC at si NPC, nag-submit sila ng official report nila. And then we told them na sana next time, unahin naman nila ang ahensya ng gobyerno para ka-partner nila na nagsosolve ng problema nila. After all, di ba, kaya nga tayo create para maka-fast track ng paghanap ng solusyon. Apparently, sabi na, overwhelmed sila sa paglutas ng problema nila. Marami-rami rin yun, no? Nawala na naligaw na pera, so to speak, no? But eventually, naibalik nila agad kasi pinastak nila ma-recover agad yung pera. And,
okay,
they said that they will cooperate.
Okay, Sir Alex, bottom line, what actually happened? Meron bang nang-hack? Meron bang inside job? Was it a local attempt or was it a foreign operation?
But ganito yun. It depends kung sino nagdi-define. Yung definition of terms, choice of words natin, no? What is very clear, temporarily, meron perang nawala sa custody ng may-ari, no? That alone is a big question. How and alam natin when kailan nangyari. Yung kaya hiningi namin sa GCash is that please provide us the time, the log data so that ma-track natin properly kung ilang beses o one time, big time ito. We need to understand. The primary there are three objectives that we have of calling their attention. Number one is to see if there was a violation of law. Number two, we want to know the procedures because we want to find out saan tayo pwede magkaroon ng corrective measures. Okay? Number three, so that we can inform the public, ito nangyari and this is how you're going to avoid it. Yun ang aming mga objectives of attention.
Okay. And therefore, you can't do any of that unless a company or a corporation or the subject concerned actually opens their books, opens their data and their operations to you.
Correct po.
Okay,
based on explanation ng GCash, based on sa explanation ng GCash, ang naging priority ata nila was coordination with the BSP to allow their fast tracking ng pag-control no outflow ng pera, no, at maibalik sa kanilang mga subscribers. So I think that's what is a good move on their part. But sabi ko, that is not enough kasi there are other elements of the crime that happened. May mga government agencies na concerned din tulad ng PNP and NBI. Sabay-sabay kami nagtatanong ano ba talaga nangyari, and that single one of us have complete data. So, talagang di-rush namin na makuha agad ang pertinent data at ma-share sa ating mga partner agencies.
Okay, am I correct in thinking, and many people are of the impression that the DICT is the top dog in all of this, or the lead agency in all of this, or is it the BSP?
Well, when it comes to financials, no, definitely the regulator is the BSP. Pero pag may pumasok tayo dito na elements of electronics, may jurisdiction din ang DICT. We must remember, under the RA 10175, it is very clear doon, no, na may jurisdiction ang department to conduct an investigation, together with the OJ, of course.
Okay, now, so what is the situation right now? Because from what I've heard from you, ay kailangang mag-open door policy muna yung corporation or entity with the DICT, with the BSP, etc. Now, maraming areas. One is, was the money stolen or misplaced, as some people would like to use the euphemism?
Well, definitely, pag nawala sa custody mo, lost yun. If it had authorized, therefore, dinakaw, di ba? It's a very simple logic. So, as far as we're concerned, there was the loss of control ng original owners ng pera. So, there's already a clear violation there. Okay? Now, naibalik, well, that is good. It was a very fast action. It does not discount the crime that it was stolen from the beginning.
Okay, so the money was stolen. GCash, the corporation, replaced the money stolen. I assume they are covered by insurance, so the system still works if given it's not perfect. But now, what is the DICT going to look into? Because I started the program by saying pride comes before the fall, Sir Alex, because in the past, before all of this happened, there were already complaints about how easy it is to fool people, innocent or ignorant GCash customers, and be able to get money from them. Now, but people had the impression wala namang ginawa yung GCash until ngayong maramihan na yung nakawan.
As far as ganito kasi yung sistema, no? Based on last year, di ba, nagkaroon tayo we were flooded with a barrage of unauthorized text messaging, no? So,
Yes, sir.
because of that, tinamaan din doon because apparently, na-link yung kanilang database system and identify mo yung number with the person. So, there were already security precautions instituted. In fact, itong impression natin na binayaran ng GCash yung kanilang mga customers, I think the most correct is that merong in place na sistema between GCash, InstaPay, yung system na ginagamit para ma-transfer, and the bank itself. May tolerance level, may radar sila, no? may AI sila, na ito lang tolerance level. If there is something unusual, so they detect yung traffic there and natipigilan. And because of that, even banks, if they see this particular unusual traffic, automatically frozen yung account. So yung destination accounts na yun, nag-detect rin ng mga banko after there is unusual traffic. So the amount, the funds that were inside the account were frozen to allow recovery. I think that's part of the mechanism that was in place together with BSP na regulate nila yun.
Okay.
Mabilis yung recovery.
Okay, what are your plans as far as DICT and GCash is concerned? I'm sure you have determined areas of concern. What requirements do you want them to meet?
Well, right now, ang hindi namin muna will be the log files, no? Kasi
Mhm.
importante sa atin to determine if there is a process flaw somewhere and put a plug in it. And then we can inform the public, okay, ito ang nangyari, please avoid doing the following kasi ito yung kahinaan ng maybe nasa user side or nasa system side. We have to determine that. And with these new findings, that we can make the necessary recommendations to upgrade or to more educational campaign or to put safety nets on the consumer side.
Okay, so multiple corrections, multiple remedies, but particularly yung information campaign, because I do know of a lot of people who are still unfamiliar and nakikigamit lang. In fact, there are many stores that have put up the GCash service. Imagine an entire barangay dependent on the kanto sari-sari store, tapos biglang mahak, ubos silang lahat.
Oo nga eh. That's why as part of the, alam niyo na, a program ng presidente natin, full digitalization ng lahat ng services, as we have seen how efficient we can deliver this, we also have to ensure the very safe ito mga sistemang ganito. So we are full force at the ICT to ensure the yung capacity natin, the capability build-up will be in place.
Okay. Well, Sir Alex Ramos, thank you very much for your time and for giving us some insight to what's happening. At least it gives us a measure of confidence. Money has been replaced. The DICT, BSP are continuing their investigation alongside the NBI and the PNP. And we do pray to God Almighty, may mahuli kayo. At ubusin natin yung kanyang GCash account. Okay, thank you, Sir Alex.
Definite po. Okay po.
Okay, Sir Alex Ramos, Executive Director, Cybercrime Investigation and Coordination Center of the DICT. God bless you. Have a great day, sir. Okay, let's go for a break. And when we return, let's go to our second guest, a lawmaker, legislator, still on the topic because clearly there are a lot of gaps, a lot of delays in addressing this problem. And you can see that just on our conversation, may mga problema. So we will talk to them, talk to our guests, and please stay with us, your agenda. Okay, welcome back to your program, Your Agenda, and I'm your host, Cito Beltran. And if you were listening to our conversation with Mr. Alex Ramos of the DICT, you get the impression that the GCash group were so busy handling the problem regarding those unauthorized withdrawals or removal of funds from GCash accounts that they could not simply transfer data or the data log, their data log, to the DICT. So in a situation like this, it is a multi-agency, multi-party situation. And I am sure that if this matter reaches Congress, ay nako po, magkakabakbakan doon or magkakaturuan. So why wait for the official congressional investigation when we have friends in Congress? Hindi po ito palakasan. Tayo po kasi, we are helping. We don't believe in interrogation, accusation. We believe in figuring out. So let's bring in one of our friends in Congress and let's get the discussion rolling. Gabriel, if you would, roll out the Betamax, please.
Arlene Brosas is the representative of the Gabriela Women's Party-list group since the 18th Congress. Prior to this, she was an educator who taught at UP Baguio and Manila.
Okay, matutuwa na naman yung anak ko, ginest ko yung Gabriela. Okay, kasi kayo yung binoto niyang party list. Okay.
Thank you.
Kong, good morning and welcome to the program. I'm sure you were able to listen in on our first interview and it became evident that may mga multi-party ang investigation. And yung mga nanghihingi ng data, like para bang police na or fireman na pumapasok sa sunog, ayaw papasukin ng security. Mukhang ganun ang situation natin. What's your reaction to this GCash situation and what can be done or should be done?
Yes, oo. Good morning. Good morning, Cito. Good morning sa agenda. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat na nakikinig, no? Narinig ko si Mr. Alex Ramos ng DICT. Actually, kung magkakaroon ng investigation, one of ang DICT talaga na ipapatawag. Kasi 'di ba, dapat meron talagang on top of the top, 'di ba? Parang ganyan. Kailangan malaman natin we have to go through this sa hindi lang po DICT, DTI, NPC, National Privacy Commission, Department of Trade and Industry, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, ipatawag po natin silang lahat. Kasi kung gusto nating malaman kung yung nangyari, kailangan po na nandito yung lahat ng mga ahensya na involved. Bukod sa syempre, yung primary ay yung GCash. Kasi alam nyo po, yung GCash may 81 million users.
Users pa lang yun, ha?
Yes. Yes, 81 million users yan. Ngayon, kung sinasabi nila na wala daw nangyari na glitch, walang nangyari na ganito, kailangan pong maipaliwanag yun. Hindi po pwede na sabihin natin na, okay na, naibalik na yung pera, ayos na, wala na tayong problema. Hindi po ganun, Kasi, di ba, dapat pangalagaan ng Estado, ng gobyerno, or magkaroon ng safeguards kaugnay dito ang ating gobyerno. Kasi, ito po ay usapin ng public, public trust. 'Di ba? Parang kapag ka nanunungkulan ka, kailangan mong magbigay ng kailangan maging magkatiwala sa iyo, yung mga tao. At para magawa 'yon, kailangan ipaliwanag mo kung bakit etong mga nangyari. Kasi mga naririnig lang natin, may deluge of text, may fraudster, tapos ano nang nangyari doon sa mga supposedly ay nagsa-safeguard sa atin? Meron naman tayong SIM registration, sabi nila. Isa yun sa mga reasons kung bakit pinasa ang SIM registration. Pero apparently dito lang, isang linggo na. Cito, isang linggo na. Simula nang nangyari ito, May 9. Tapos, May 12 pa lang sila nag-meeting ng ilang mga ahensya. May 15 na ngayon, isang linggo na yung nagaganap. Nananatili ang GCash. Tapos hindi pa rin naiimbestigahan yung matter na ito. So masyado na itong matagal. Yung kawawa dito talaga, technically, yung mga tao na gumagamit nito. Kasi, 'di ba, pinaghirapan nila yung pera na yun eh. Sa 81 million users na yun, 'di ba? Kaya nila nilagay, no, yung pera na yun doon kasi akala nila mapapangalagaan. Hindi, yung responsibility is not only with GCash eh. Nasa iba't ibang mga ahensya pa din ng gobyerno natin, dapat malaman natin kung paano yung mga ginagawa nila. Pag sinabi mong may investigation, katulad ng sinabi ni Mr. Alex Ramos kanina sa DICT, ano to, puro investigation lang? Anong nangyari? Tapos, ang sabi niya may reports. Pero, hindi rin sila nabigyan ng report. So, what happened? What really happened? Sino ba yung on top? Sino ba yung anong ahensya ba yung kukunan natin ng report ng ganito? So we would really like, no, to have an investigation kasi yun talaga yung makikita natin kung ano yung sinasabi nilang kailangang corrective measures, kailangang safeguards. In aid of legislation, kailangan mo yun eh. Hindi pwedeng magsabi na lang tayo na, okay, ito yung mga legislations na gagawin natin dyan, when in fact, wala tayong investigation na ginawa. So dapat, gawin muna natin yung investigation. We have to go through this. I-investigate natin yan.
Yeah, Congresswoman, ang first observation was, you're correct, the delay. 1 week, and there were no immediate meetings. Kumbaga, hey, we have a crisis here. We need to meet. And the regulatory agencies, the government authorities should have required within 48 hours the transfer or the reports, etc. Pero as you pointed out, sa linggo na, wala pa. But second, I noticed that yung very dismissive or PR treatment of a major issue. Kumbaga, hindi, okay na, nabalik na, no problem, it's minor, but disrupting the financial transactions of 81 million customers, which amounts to billions, is tantamount to economic sabotage. What in terms of economic sabotage, what are your thoughts on this, Congresswoman?
Well, unfortunately, alam niyo po, Cito, yung kailangan po nating pag-aralan kung paano ito eh. Kasi wala nito, no, sa ngayon, sa batas. Lalo na yung mga digital banking applications. Kasi kung maaalala mo, pandemic mas lalong dumami. Pero before, meron na, no? Meron ng mga gumagamit. Pero hindi ganun kadami. Pero ngayon, dahil na-obligate or inobligate, no, na magkaroon talaga ng halimbawa mga GCash, para doon yung transaction, nandun yung ayuda, nandun yung mga ganito. So ngayon, ginagamit na ito ng mga tao. Tapos yung digital banking applications, finance, parang ano eh, yung mga online na ginagawa natin, doon tayo nagkukulang sa batas. So, kailangan po natin tupunan. Pero ang sabi ko nga po, kailangan malaman natin through investigation sa Congress kung saan, paano, di ba? Exactly. Na hindi tayo ma-online scam, na hindi tayo magkakaproblema sa mga madalas na gumagamit ng digital banking applications, ma-address natin tong mga issues na ito. Kung sinasabi natin na economic sabotage, tantamount to economic sabotage, kailangan meron tayong basis, parang ganyan. So kailangan lumabas yun sa investigation natin at kailangan mag-reflect yun sa legislative measure na gagawin natin.
Are you going to require GCash or the Bangko Sentral to report the total amount of money that was misplaced, displaced, or stolen. Kasi ang daming euphemism na misplaced, we were able to bring back, put back, pero sabi ko, teka, hindi naman kayo nagpaalam doon sa pera, di ninanakaw yung pera, as even Alex Ramos pointed out, if it was removed without permission, then it was stolen. Will you require BSP and GCash to report the full amount?
Yes, definitely, no? Kailangan po nating malaman yan. Pero syempre kasi alam mo naman yung kung paano yung process sa Congress, they may opt for executive mga executive hearing para nang sa ganon, doon nila mailabas yung lahat or buong detalye.
Yeah, because the reason I'm pursuing that, Congresswoman, hindi naman ako nairita sa GCash. Nakikiramay nga ako because I, for one, have benefited from GCash. It's a good platform. I will continue to support GCash. But, we need to find out. And the only basis to determine economic sabotage, at least outright, is how many millions or billion was touched. Diba? Kasi sabi nga nila, 50 million is already plunder. Siguro kung bilyon na ang pinag-uusapan natin, it is an attempt for economic sabotage.
Yes, hindi pa kasi natin malaman no kung ano talaga ang nangyari, sino ang perpetrator, etc. Kaya talagang hindi natin masabi kung ano talaga yung kailangan na parang measure kaugnay dito. Pero ang malinaw po dito, even with the SIM Card Registration Act, diba? Yeah. Kasi supposedly yun ng cases ng data hacking, tapos napoproliferate yung ganito. Tapos wala tayong safeguard. Parang ganyan yung nangyari. So, etong 50 million, billions, kung billions ang nakuha, puro puro hearsay ngayon. Or sinabi ni ganito, or sinabi ni ganyan, or ganito, or hindi naman din magsasabi ang GCash kung magkano eksakto. Kaya kailangan po talaga malaman natin through the reports ng mga agencies natin. Parang ang sinasabi kasi nila, tama ka doon, Cito, dismissive . Parang okay lang yan, hindi anong tawag dito, ganito naman, ay balik naman natin, etc. Pero parang yung process na pinagdaanan, ayaw ng pag-usapan. Bakit ganon, 'di ba? So, what are we hiding? Parang ganyan. Sino ang nagtatago ng ganong mga reports, ng ganitong mga data na kailangan ng taong bayan? Sabi ko nga magpapatuloy na gagamitin ng mga tao ito kasi ito yung convenient way, 'di ba? Ano man ang form talaga ng mga transactions, digital, sa banking, kailangan ganun nag-step up ka Pero nag-step up din yung sabi mo nga stolen, hindi pa nga lost stolen, So ibig sabihin, may mga gumawa nito, may mga this is a criminal, na krimen ito. May gumawa nito sa atin. So dapat talaga nating we have to look into this. Pero kung yung cybercrime mismo ay walang mai-report sa atin, kung ano eksakto yung naging process ng nangyari, mag-isip-isip tayo kasi kailangan natin talagang malaman ito. Lalo na ngayon, ang daming fraudster.
Let's go for a quick break, Congresswoman. And pagbalik natin, pag-usapin natin, moving forward, what solutions and assistance can be given to companies like GCash to protect them and protect their customers. We'll be right back after this quick break here on Agenda. Welcome back to your program, Agenda. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, and joining us this morning is Congresswoman Representative Arlene Brosas of the Gabriela Party-list. Kong, welcome back. And continuing with our conversation kanina, pinag-usapan na natin yung definitely there will be a congressional investigation in aid of legislation. There are more legislations, laws required para mapatibay yung laban regarding cybercrime. But, you know, ang nakikita ko kadalasang mentality ng maraming korporasyon, buyer beware. Kayong mag-ingat. Yes, we will put up the minimum requirement or to protect our interests, but it's still buyer beware. And we have to wonder, kasi yung buyer hindi naman as sophisticated and as financially capable to buy protection or insurance. Shouldn't the burden be on these corporations, regardless whether it's telco, whether it's e-wallet, and many other companies? Medyo parang nakakapiko na yung buyer beware blanket.
Yes, so totoo yan, parang yung burden ay nasa iyo. Kung sino yung victim, siya yung biniblame para doon sa lahat ng mga nangyari. Well, in fact, ang gusto sana nating malaman, first of all, kailangan magpaliwanag po muna sa atin kung paano nangyari, 'di ba? Dapat ganun dapat sila, yung kumpanya yung magpaliwanag. Of course, kailangan magpaliwanag ng GCash, G-Exchange, Mint, Globe, Telecom, yung mga korporasyon po na involved dito, dapat po talaga ma-explain nila paano nangyari yung sinasabi nilang unauthorized deductions, tapos para malaman natin, di ba? Kasi sila naman yung makakapag-explain sa atin Then comes the recommendations coming from the agencies tulad ng DICT, NPC, National Privacy Commission, ng Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Hindi itong parang hindi natin alam kung ano yung nangyari at ang sinasabi lang sa atin or may iba't ibang mga sinasabi kaugnay sa atin. Inconsistent pa nga na mga statements ng nangyari. Kung gusto natin i-work out talaga ito, kailangan ganun yung maging process. Hence the necessity for the investigation first.
Okay, now so we need to address this issue, this blanket protection of buyer beware. We need to review whether the burden fairly falls on the consumer or should now be passed on more to the corporation or to the retailer dahil sila yung kumikita hindi naman tayo Now, the next issue is yung bang protection kasi or how do you call it? Parang DICT, sabi sa sa GCash, padala ninyo yung logs para ma-check namin, na-investigate. 1 linggo na kamo, wala pa, di ba? And then merong mga pulis papasok sa isang kondo, may nag-suicide daw o may nagbarilan, haharangin ng mga security guard. Or merong mga bumbero papasok sa mall na nasusunog, haharangin ng security guard. And you kind of wonder, anong klaseng bansa ito na persons of authority are prevented from performing their work and their duty?
Yes, so actually yun din ang tanong natin. Malalaman din natin yan kapag natanong at napatawag natin sila. Paano ba talaga nagkakaroon ng open communication itong transaction, itong mga iba't ibang ahensya na ito, 'di ba? Kaya nga hindi mo alam tuloy ngayon kung sino yung unang-una mong tatanungin, 'di ba? So tapos yung responsibility ay hindi mo ma-pinpoint ngayon na kanino ba, nasa BSP ba, nasa NPC ba, may kanya-kanya silang investigation, ganun yung nangyari. So ano to, kanya-kanyang teritoryo ng investigasyon? Hindi naman pwedeng ganun, 'di ba? Tapos sino yung magsasabi talaga na merong nangyari na glitch? Ano yung eksaktong ginawa, no? O ano ang mga moves ng government? Hiwa-hiwalay ba yan? paano yan ma-infuse into one para nang sa ganon, ma-address talaga natin ito. Hindi ganon yung nangyayari ngayon eh. 1 week na, pero apparently, all these agencies in limbo, kanya-kanya sila, hindi natin alam kung anong nangyayari o nagaganap. Samantala, yung GCash, they get away with sinasabi mo na buyer beware, no? Na ang burden, o sige, mas malaki responsibilidad ninyo, sorry for the word, tanga-tanga yung na phishing tuloy siya, nakuha yung kanyang mga details, etc. Ganun yung di ba? Parang ang mangyayari, ang full responsibility ngayon nasa may consumer o nasa tao na
parang adding insult to injury. Na disgrasya na yung pera mo, lumalabas pang napakatanga mo. Would you support a move to require such corporations to have mandatory insurance for all transactions? Parang sa bangko, kung magkaroon ng problema, covered ng PDIC. Kasi dito parang tanga-tanga mo eh. Solusyon ba yun?
Oo. Pwede siguro, isa siguro yun sa mga maaaring recommendation Cito. Kasi nga, hindi natin makita yung buong ngayon picture ngayon Pero ito, pwede natin tong kunin na mga recommendations. Kasi kailangan makuha natin yung lahat para maging swak din o sakto din or tama yung recommendation na ibibigay natin, di ba?
Okay, thank you very much, Congresswoman. And maraming salamat sa pagsama mo sa amin ngayong umaga. And belated Happy Mother's Day. Pati na doon sa mga nakapantalon na mothers din. Thank you very much, Kong.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day din po. Maraming salamat.
Okay, that's Congresswoman Arlene Brosas, Gabriel Party-list Representative. Let's now go to our blessing for the week. And it goes from Genesis 48, verse 4. And he said unto me, Behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply thee, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. May God bless you with all of that. Thank you for joining us, and this is your program, Your Agenda. God bless. Please keep it here on One News.